Hi everyone. We're going to be going over solving a word problem involving rates and time conversion. So this person got this correct, but let's see how they got it correct. A light bulb consumes 12,600 watt hours in 5 days and 6 hours. How many watt hours does it consume per day? So per day, that means we just want one day, right? So you can actually set this up with a proportion, and I think that's the easiest way to do it. So 12,000, I'm going to actually use text for this. So 12,600 watt hours in 5 days and 6 hours. Okay, so I think the most confusing part of this question is how you have to use 5 days and 6 hours. So let me kind of show you what we have to do first. All right, so imagine that this represents a whole day, right? So how long is a whole day? How many hours are in the whole day? Well, the whole day would be 24 hours. So if we start at 0, right, and then we're going around, this whole thing would be 24, right? So what would half of 24 be? Well, half of 24, halfway through the day, you would be at 12 hours, right? So you have 12. And then what's between 0 and 12? A quarter of the way through the day would be 6 hours. And if you went 3/4 of the way through the day, that would be 18 hours, right? You see how we're starting at 0, a quarter of the day is 6 hours, half the day is 12 hours, 3/4 of the day is 18 hours, and then that whole day comes back here, and then you have a whole day of 24 hours. So how we're actually going to write this is a little bit different. We're going to write this as 12,600 over 5.5 days, because it's not actually 5.6 days, it's 5.5 because it's, 5.25, because this is 6 hours, and 6 hours is 1/4 of the way through the day. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. So we're going to go ahead and use this as our proportion. So this is equal to this other proportion, and that's what we're going to have to solve for. So we're going to go ahead and set up our other proportion. Now, what do we even know? We don't know how many watt hours. That's what we want to know. We want to know the 12,600, so that's our x value. And then we're going to say per day, so that's just one day. Now you want to think when you're doing a proportion, what you're doing is multiplying and dividing. That's what this fraction tells you. So what I like to think is, how do I get from here to here? To get from 5.25 days to 1 day, I need to divide by 5.25. So if I divide by 5.25 on bottom, I would have to do the same thing on top to keep it proportional. So I'm going to divide by 5.25. So let's go ahead and do that together. 12,600 divided by 5.25 equals 2,400, or 2,400. So x must be equal to 2,400. And that would make sense, because if in 5.25 days we had about 12,000, divide this by about 5, you should get somewhere a little bit over 2,000, which is what we got. And there's our answer, 2,400 watt hours per day.